What up gamers, it's your boy Jamie, and Wii Deleted You is overrated. Now you're probably already typing in the comments all like, no, you're wrong. Wii Deleted You is the best story ever made. And yeah, it's good. It's scary and all that. Yeah. So let me just say, if you like Wii Deleted You, then okay, that's fine. But you should be able to at least point out at least some of the shortcomings in the story, which there are many. And by the way, if you don't know what Wii Deleted You is, then how the hell did you find my channel? Because that is the sole thing that I'm known for. But yeah, it's a bad creepypasta series I wrote and it got popular. So, without further ado, I'm gonna tell you all why Wii Deleted You is overrated. Oh, and by the way, there are spoilers for Wii Deleted You in this video, obviously, so don't say I didn't warn you. So let's start off with the original trilogy, which is Wii Deleted You Part 1 to Part 3 and Origins, if you really want to count Origins, I guess. So I initially wrote Wii Deleted You Part 1 back in 2015 alongside Tomodachi Death, which is another dog shit story. And it's my second most viewed video on my channel, but I'll save all that for another day. So when I initially wrote Part 1, it wasn't meant to be a series or anything, it was just supposed to be Part 1 and that was it. However, when I uploaded it in 2017, and it got a lot of traction, I said, you know what? Make 2 more installments. Why? Because I felt like it. These stories are not that good, and my voice in the videos didn't really help either.
2006. A year that the 7th generation of game consoles released.
Jesus Christ, I sounded like that? But yeah, the original trilogy has a very weird kind of story structure to it. Part 1 isn't that good in terms of writing. Neither are the following 2 parts. None of them really give you that kind of sense of horror, and I'd say that Part 3 is probably the best compared to all of them, but I mean, that's just kind of the way I see it. I mean, I still don't think it's that good. Part 2 is the worst in terms of cliches, because, you know, blood equals horror, as we all know. And the violence with Edeled chopping off Kyle's legs and head, it was mostly there just for shock value, and it doesn't work, especially if there's no build-up. And then you have the character of Nathan, who gets really emotional when he sees all this happening. It's just like, dude, calm the fuck down. Violence in video games happens all the time now. I mean, sure, it's not normal for all this to be happening, but I mean, if you're gonna burst into tears over it, then what? And of course, you can't forget the power button not working because, yeah, horror. The power button doesn't work. It's not turning off the damn Wii. Because, scary. Part 3 has quite a few inaccuracies on how the Wii actually works. Mainly the fact that Wii system files are not stored in the SD card, they are stored in the Wii's NAND flash memory, and that it does not use .exe files, but rather .wad files, which you can launch using an emulator such as Dolphin. Now, I did correct these problems in the 2018 remaster of the original trilogy, which also included Edeled Origins, but yeah. And in the end of Part 3, Kyle describes a Mii being deleted as like the equivalent of a Mii getting a terminal illness or something, based on what he saw in the video and what Edeled said and stuff. Yeah. Now, some people think that this analogy is decent, while some people think it's fucking dumb. I'm personally divided on that because, I mean, sure, I do think it's a bit of a analogy, but it's more based on Kyle's interpretation of what Edeled told him and whatnot. So, I mean, it's not exactly that, but I don't know, yeah. Here's Edeled Origins. Now, Edeled Origins I thought was, meh. I mean, I thought it was, I mean, it's not the greatest thing. I mean, it was really just like a shoehorned in backstory, but I mean, there are definitely some inaccuracies in Edeled Origins, mainly with how Henry died. Now, if you remember back in Edeled Origins, Henry died because he was plugging in a loose plug into the like the wall socket. How the hell does that work? How do you get electrocuted, burnt to a crisp, just by trying to plug in like a loose plug? That is very unrealistic. Now, this is actually because of my mom, because in the original version of Edeled Origins, Henry was actually supposed to kind of like know that his spirit would kind of like possess the Wii. So he would be like, huh, I always wanted to be me. And then he would slit his wrists and then die and then possess the Wii. And when I was writing it, I told this idea to my mom, and to which she was just like, no, don't. And I was just like, okay, fine. He gets electrocuted or something. Jesus. Now, I don't really think that was much better than what actually came out, because, like, you know, like, it was just kind of like that shock value kind of thing. But, I mean, it does make more sense in the grand scheme of things. I mean, who dies from getting electrocuted by a fucking power socket? But yeah, time for Sam's story. Now, after We Deleted You Part 3, I kind of just, like, said, yeah, there's gonna be no more We Deleted You. The series is done. I'm not gonna continue it. However, throughout the time, like, before Sam's story was eventually made, my mom was, like, trying to give me these ideas for continuations of the series. She would just come up to me and just go, okay, Jamie, you gotta hear me out here, Okay, so, Edeled's uncle, boom! Game changer, absolute game changer in the creepypasta world. It is going to blow everybody's minds. Nobody's gonna know what hit them. And I just feel like, no, Mom, these ideas suck. However, one day in February of 2018, she came up to me and said, you know, how about you make it like, okay, yeah, so it's like a teenage girl named Sam. She's 16, she's a tomboy, and she gets a hold of the Wii. She believes AI have feelings and whatnot. And I was like, huh, okay, And then Sam's story happened, a 6-part series that was, yeah, I mean, it's average at best. I wanted to improve upon what I did with the original trilogy and Edeled Origins by kind of like adding a little bit more character development, and making it a bit more engaging. I mean, I do believe I made it a bit more interesting, but that's about it. Didn't really improve the story. Take, for instance, the sheer coincidence of Kyle moving to the same school as Sam throughout all of this. That is, like, it's a bit contrived, to be honest. And then it's just like the parts where Kyle's just like yelling at Sam about how Edeled traumatized him and whatnot. And it's just like, dude, your me got deleted and then Edeled chopped him up in pieces. Calm the fuck down. I also think some parts of Sam's story were like a bit corny. Like the part where Edeled says, "Let me go, you son of a motherless goat." That was... People take this story seriously while it says, "Let me go, you son of a motherless goat." This is what I couldn't swear, dude. I mean, Jesus. And then you have the end where it's just like, oh yeah, I looked outside and smiled and I thought and it smiled back in heaven. And it's just like, I mean. And as Sam's story goes on, it's just, I mean, it turns less into a creepypasta and more into like a drama series about a me. It lacks a lot of like that creepy atmosphere you expect in a creepypasta. It doesn't put you at the edge of your seat. And there are many plot holes in the series, like in general, that just kind of, it's just, I don't know, I don't know why a lot of people, like, take this story as seriously as they do, and I just don't know. So yeah, I hope that all kind of like summed up for you, just like some of the shortcomings of We Deleted You as a story, like, in general. And, like I said earlier, if you like We Deleted You, then okay, I'm not gonna stop you. I'm actually glad a lot of people liked it, as bad as it was. And I do see why a lot of people would like it, ironically. But here's the thing. I'm a really big believer in constructive criticism. I believe that criticism can, like, really help you to improve your work. If you really take constructive criticism into account, over time, you'll improve. Nobody's gonna write a good creepypasta on their first try. I know that for a fact. But the thing is, I rarely ever get any constructive criticism like in the comments section of like every single Wii Deleted You video I've ever made. It's always praise, and yeah, I'm glad you all like it. It's just that, give me something to help me improve my work. Try to like really analyze it and try to like explain to me what I could be doing better. As for Wii Deleted You, after Sam's story ended, I was quick to announce that I was planning an origin story creepypasta for the Corrupted Me, similar to Edeled Origins. I cancelled that a while back to some fairly mixed responses, and then I brought it back because I had an idea. Are you happy now? But the thing is, all anybody really focuses on is Wii Deleted You, because I mean it's the most popular story. So I figured that like so recently you might have noticed me changing the thumbnails for both the original trilogy, Origins, and Sam's story. This is because if these bad stories are gonna be what I'm known for, I might as well make them be at least a little bit presentable. And in addition to that, I'm probably gonna do a re-narration of the entire series, similar to what I did with the 2018 remaster of the original trilogy. I'm probably gonna re-narrate everything of the trilogy, Sam's story, and Corrupted Data once Corrupted Data comes out. But I honestly do feel like my writing has improved over the past few years of writing creepypastas. Profile corruption, why I got rid of my Amazon Echo, Kung Fu dancing. I see all of these as necessary stepping stones for me to get to where I am today. And sure, none of those are perfect either, but I mean, yeah. However, my most recent creepypasta series that I also just completed a while back, Substitute. That is the first series that I have made, that I've written, that I've posted onto my channel, that I can say that I'm fully proud of. Now, I'm not going to say it's a perfect story by any means. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a problem with the writing here and there. But here's the thing. I got a lot of positive responses on there. And sure, I got a lot of positive responses on Wii Deleted You, but here's the thing. I myself am proud of Substitute. I know that it's engaging. I know it keeps you at the edge of your seat. I know that it has that kind of creepy atmosphere. But here's the thing. Nobody cares about it. I mean, dude, the first part of Substitute was uploaded back in 2018, and it's just about to hit 10,000 views. It's honestly the reason why that creepypasta production has been slowing down over the past few months. Cause like, why should I write a creepypasta if I know that that very few people are gonna actually care about it? And it's honestly been making me kind of depressed, if I'm gonna be honest. But after Corrupted Data is released, no more Wii Deleted You. I'm done with making Wii Deleted You creepypastas after that. Because there's just no reason for the story to continue, honestly. There's no way to make it continue without making like more plot holes. So yeah, I'm done. And by the way, Conversations with Edeled is still being worked on. In fact, we're currently experimenting with a different art style. It's still gonna have that kind of like South Park feel, but the characters are gonna be a lot more recognizable as, like, you know, Mii's. So I'll keep you guys updated on that, and make sure you guys stay tuned for Dreamcube, which is my next creepypasta, and my next creepypasta series, which is going to be called Virtual Therapy, and there's going to be another one called What Have We Done? So I'm really excited to make those, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. So I guess that's all I have to say, so thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Icy Pie, which is me, and I'll see you all in the next video. See ya! I'm a simple